Hello YouTubers and EV enthusiasts. So you have some great batteries like these Thunder Skies here, and you want to monitor them. What do? Well, if you don't have a high voltage system, there are a lot of options, but you start getting into the higher voltage batteries and, well, here's what we have as an option. The Victron Energy BMV 600HS, good for 385 volts, and we're going to show you how to install one. When you open the box, here's what you'll find. Got your meter, if I don't make you guys sick. You got a shunt in this nice enclosure. Here's the meter. Simple one wire installation. Got a nice enclosure, it's labeled. There's the load side. There's the battery side. And the gauge is even labeled, which goes there. Alright, now we need to get into installing this.
So Nate, what is that you're working on over there? Is that the new battery monitoring system?
Yeah, it's a battery monitoring system. It's keeps track of the amount of power going in and out of the battery.
Okay, didn't we have a system in here before? Is this just a replacement? See how it works?
Yeah, this is a replacement we're going to try. We got the hard part done, which was installing the shunt. That was the hardest part. You have to have one wire coming from the high end, or the positive voltage.
Okay, so this dark piece I'm looking at here is the shunt.
Yeah,
and it's in our existing rear fuse box. Yep. on the negative side of our
battery pack.
Battery pack, yeah. So all we did is we removed the shunt that we had in there.
Yeah. Put
in the new Victronic shunt. And how do we hook that up?
It's pretty easy. You got one wire which comes from the high or the positive voltage of your battery pack. That's this red wire here.
Okay.
It has to be fused.
Okay.
And
does it come with a fuse?
Yeah, it comes with a beautiful enclosure, but we just didn't have room for it.
Okay. So we got a fused link on there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But to finish the installation, you have that one wire there, and then you got to plug this in here.
Is that just
it's like a telephone plug.
Okay. Nice.
They're pretty easy to make. I had to make one.
Is that okay? You made one with the shielded wire?
Yep.
Okay, to help prevent. Okay, so we just run it from the back of the battery box up to the front of the car. There's Nate now. All right, Nate, what are we hooking up here?
This is the other end. We're just hooking up the monitor function, so we're not going to hook up to the relay.
Okay,
but
so can I see the monitor?
It's a Victron Energy.
Okay.
It's a BMV 600HS.
It's a pretty small gauge. What does it do?
It measures battery voltage. Well, here, let me show you how easy this is to hook up. We're just monitoring the battery right now, so it's just the one connection.
Okay.
So let's hook that up.
And that's the end from the back, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then it gives us the 600HS model number.
Oh, nice.
And we can go through here and select
600. Okay, I see that. So the H's are the different functions.
Yep.
Scrolling through them.
There's amp hours.
Okay, so we're at 0 amp hours. We haven't set it yet. Oh, voltage.
313.6 volts.
What was the 314? Is that a rounded voltage? Don't know yet. Okay.
I'm not 100% what every H means, but it has 12 functions.
Okay, 12 functions. It's got some functions we're not using, but this will give us our voltage, our current. It gives us our state of charge too, but you said there was something different about that. You had to use your noggin a little.
Yeah, you see how much, you have 100 amp hour cells.
Okay.
So if it says you're at 80 amp hours out of the battery, it means you're 80% empty. So yeah.
Can we run it in reverse on this one too? Do we know? Can we start it at 100 and it'll work towards 0? I saw that one function that said 0 amp hours, so that you could just tell when it's 100% full or empty. Or is that one of the things we need to find out
That's
yet?
one of the things we need to find out.
All right, cool.
But I like it. It's a slick unit. It lights up when you press a button.
Yeah, it's got a lot less components than the previous one we had.
Yeah.
Now the other one was a great unit, and it had a lot of functionality, but we weren't able to use all the functionality it had. We did have a few issues with it. We've got some noise problems. There's one of the other boards for the old unit, and Nate showed you all we had for the new one was the shunt and the monitor. So we're going to give that a try and see what happens. We'll keep you updated. Hello again. Okay, it only seems like moments from the last time I was talking to you, but it's really been about a month or two. We've had our Victron Energy gauge in now for about 1,000 or 1,200 miles, and it's been working really well for us. Today we had to do some work with it and the laptop in conjunction with cold weather charging on the batteries. If we didn't have it, we wouldn't have known what was going on. Just the other day I was driving home from work. This is probably getting too wordy, so Jen can cut this out later. And it said that our battery state of charge was still at 20%. But that's a little bit deceiving because I was also watching the voltage, and it was showing us that the voltage was dropping drastically. I actually got stranded at the car wash just about 3.5 miles from home during a storm, and Jen had to come and save me, run over with the car so I could go get the truck and trailer and then tow the car home so it wouldn't damage our batteries. But so we're finding out that having a reliable gauge is very important, not only for knowing your range, but for being able to charge during different weather conditions. I don't know what kind of issues or charging circumstances people are seeing with their hybrid vehicles. I know the state of charge seems to be steady during cold weather, however they don't get as far in the batteries. It's much more sensitive in a pure electric vehicle. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the Leaf, because this tells us we have to adjust our voltage up a little bit on the charger in order to get to the 100% state of charge like we had before. So I think I fixed it today. Josh is going to go out for a drive tomorrow and we'll find out.